Viola Fletcher, one of the last known survivors of the 1921 Tulsa race massacre, passed away at 111, born in 1914. She grew up in Greenwood, the thriving black community known as Black Wall Street. At just 7 years old, she witnessed the horror that unfolded when white mobs burned homes, destroyed businesses, and terrorized black families. Her family fled amid flames and chaos, losing everything they had. The trauma of that night stayed with her for the rest of her life, shaping her memories and her mission. Despite hardship, Viola built a life grounded in dignity and determination. As a teenager, she worked in a Tulsa department store, later moving to California during World War II, where she worked as a welder in a shipyard. She eventually returned to Oklahoma, raising 3 children and working as a housekeeper until the age of 85. Through poverty, loss, and painful memories, she remained anchored in faith, family, and quiet resilience. For decades, she rarely spoke about the massacre, carrying her trauma silently. But as the 100th anniversary approached, she made the courageous decision to share her story publicly so that history would not be buried. She testified before Congress, describing what she saw as a child: burning buildings, bodies in the streets, families running for their lives. She later co-authored a memoir, determined that her truth would outlive her. Her family announced her passing with heartbreak, calling her their beloved matriarch and a pillar of strength and dignity. They expressed sorrow that she and her younger brother left this world without receiving the fairness, justice, or reparations they long sought. Her family said she taught them to hold tightly to faith, truth, love, and the future they want for the generations that follow. They asked for time to grieve while honoring the lessons she left behind. Community members, city leaders, and people across the nation mourned her, remembering her as Mother Fletcher, a woman who carried more than a century of truth, resilience, and grace. Her courage in speaking out ensured the Tulsa race massacre would not fade into silence. Viola Fletcher's life represents both the pain of America's past and the hope found in perseverance. From surviving one of the nation's worst acts of racial violence to becoming a powerful voice for truth a century later, she refused to let her story be forgotten.